Once upon a time, there was a little dog. He was not just little. He was also very hungry. The dog had not eaten for a long time. His stomach made a funny noise. He was feeling weak and tired. All he wanted was something to eat. The dog lived near a small village. Every day, he walked around the village. He looked for food in the streets. He looked in dustbins. He looked near shops. But today, there was no food anywhere. He was getting sad. The sun was hot. The road was long. But the dog did not stop. "I must find food," he said. "I need to eat something." After walking for a long time, the dog saw something. It was under a tree. He ran to check. And guess what? It was a big, juicy bone. The dog was very happy. He wagged his tail. He picked up the bone with his mouth. It was the best bone he had ever seen. "This is all mine," he thought. "I will eat it and be full." But the dog didn't want to eat the bone there. He wanted a quiet place to enjoy it. So, he started walking again. He walked past trees. He walked past houses. Finally, he came to a small river. There was a wooden bridge over the river. The bridge was old, but it was safe. The dog stepped onto the bridge. It made a little sound under his feet. But he didn't worry. He was too happy with his bone. While walking on the bridge, the dog looked down. He looked into the water. And what did he see? He saw another dog in the river. That dog had a bone too. A big, shiny bone. The greedy dog looked at it and thought, "That bone is bigger than mine. I want that bone too." But the dog did not know the truth. He didn't understand that the dog in the water was not real. It was just his reflection. The water was like a mirror. It showed the same picture. Still, the greedy dog wanted the other bone. "I must get it," he thought. So, he opened his mouth to bark. Woof! Woof! But the moment he opened his mouth, something terrible happened. His own bone fell from his mouth. It dropped into the river with a splash. The dog looked down, shocked. The bone was gone. The water took it away. He tried to find it. But it was too late. He stood there, sad and confused. Then he understood. The other dog was not real. It was just his own picture in the water. The dog sat on the bridge. He looked at the water. His bone was gone. The water was moving, and the bone was no longer there. He felt very, very sad. He remembered how happy he was just a few minutes ago. He had a nice bone. He found it all by himself. But now, he had nothing. The bone was gone. And there was no other dog. It was just him. He had made a big mistake. "I was greedy," the dog thought. "I wanted more, but I lost what I had." He felt foolish. His tail stopped wagging. His ears went down. He looked around, but there was no food. There was no one to help. The dog sat on the bridge for a long time. He thought and thought. "Why did I open my mouth?" he asked himself. "Why didn't I just keep walking? Why didn't I eat my bone quietly?" The dog was not just sad. He was also angry with himself. "Greed made me lose everything," he said. "I must learn something from this." After some time, the dog stood up. He looked at the river one more time. Then he slowly walked away. His legs were tired. His heart was heavy. But his mind was learning something new. As he walked through the village again, he saw people and other animals. He saw a cat sleeping in the sun. He saw a chicken eating grains. He saw a boy playing with a ball. But he didn't stop. He just kept walking. He walked to the place where he had first found the bone. He looked under the same tree. But the bone was not there. There was nothing to eat. I must keep looking, he said. But this time, I will not be greedy. The dog walked around the village again. He checked near the market. He checked near the school. He checked near the bakery. He used his nose to smell food. But there was still nothing. Then he saw something small. It was a piece of bread. It was near a dustbin. The bread was not very fresh, but it was food. The dog quickly picked it up with his mouth. This time, he did not look for a quiet place. He did not try to find more food. He did not look into the river again. He sat down under a tree and started eating the bread. It was dry, but he was happy. As he ate, he thought, "This is not a big bone. But it is enough. I am not greedy now. I am thankful." The dog finished the bread and licked his lips. His stomach was not empty anymore. He felt better. He stood up and walked slowly. He felt wiser than before. From that day, the dog changed. He still looked for food every day, but he did not try to take more than he needed. He did not chase after big things. He was happy with small things. One day, the dog met an old turtle. The turtle was slow but kind. They sat together near the river. "You look peaceful," the turtle said. "Yes," said the dog. "I have learned something important. I was greedy once. I lost a good bone. But I learned that greed is not good. Greed makes us lose what we have." The turtle nodded. "That is a wise lesson," said the turtle. "It is better to be happy with what you have than to be sad chasing more." The dog smiled. He looked at the river again. This time, he did not see a reflection. He saw clean water and the blue sky above. Many days passed. The dog became known as the wise dog in the village. He helped other young dogs. He told them the story of the bone and the river. "Don't be greedy," he would say. "Even if something looks better, it may not be real. Be careful. Be thankful for what you have." The young dogs listened. They wagged their tails and learned from him. One day, a small puppy asked, "Do you miss the bone you lost?" The dog smiled gently. "Sometimes I do," he said. "But if I had not lost that bone, I would not have learned the lesson. I would not be the dog I am today." The puppy nodded. "Thank you for sharing your story." The dog stood up and said, "Now let's go find something to eat. And remember, we will share." They walked together down the road, side by side. The sun was shining. The village was quiet. The dog felt happy, not because he had food, but because he had peace in his heart. He was no longer just a hungry dog. He was a wise dog. And that was better than having the biggest bone in the world.